Welcome to Devotions with Brother Aaron. Today's devotion is entitled Legos. Probably a bunch of you cringed when I said that word because you envisioned stepping on one of them blooming things. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Legos. The moments, circumstances, situations, and even people we encounter and experience in life are much like a set of Legos. They come in all different sizes, shapes, and colors, and each has its own function. They also come in a box with a pretty picture on the front that depicts what they have the potential to become. However, they have to be willing to become attached to each other to reach that potential. But the hard, cold truth of the matter is, on their own, Legos won't transform themselves into the pretty picture on the box. They're content staying in the box. They like for you to see what they were designed to be, but they don't want to expend the energy and effort to reach their potential. And they certainly have no desire to be attached to and dependent upon each other. After all, they were created as individual pieces. But what they fail to realize is becoming attached to each other is the only way for them to reach the potential for which they were designed. This is ministry. In fact, this is life. Nobody is exactly like us, but we need each other to reach our full potential. Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 12 articulates this well. It says, "Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken." Before we were ever born, God had a plan for our lives. As Jeremiah 1:5 says, "Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations." So it is with us. Before we were born, God had a vision of what he wanted our lives and ministries to look like. He designed and equipped us to lead, in our particular setting, in the implementation of this vision. The only problem is, he gave us people of various sizes, shapes, colors, and opinions as the building blocks for this vision, like Legos. And hey, they won't and don't build themselves. They prefer to stay in their box, and they certainly don't want to become attached and committed to each other. Therefore, it's up to us to lead and use the Legos God has provided to build the life and ministry he's given us. All too often, we let what we cannot do interfere with what we can do. I heard it said once that it's impossible to spell the word can't without first spelling the word can, and that all the word can't is the word can with a crutch on the end of it. We need to stop worrying about the Legos we don't have and start using the ones we do have. God has and will continue to provide us with exactly what we need, when we need it, to create the masterpiece on the front of our Lego box. However, it is up to us to get them out of the box and snap them together. And finally, from time to time, we need to take a fresh look at the picture on our box of Legos and determine whether the life we are building remotely resembles it. Remember, the designer put all the Legos required to create the picture he chose on the front of the box inside the box. But foolish me. I'm rambling on and on about a set of Legos and a devotion. Everybody knows I shouldn't use a devotion to address issues like building a life, a family, a career, a ministry, and a church. It should address spiritual and moral issues. It should address the touchy-feely kumbaya issues and moments of our life. Lord knows there isn't a parallel between life and a set of Legos. Or is there? I think there is. Lord, please remind us that you created us. We are your idea and your design. We are a part of your plan for something that is exceedingly and abundantly above and greater than anything we can dream, ask, or comprehend. We have to be attached to others. We have to allow others to attach to us. As much as we need others, so they need us. And occasionally, we need to take a fresh look at the picture you have provided for us to be transformed into and make the necessary adjustments. Lord, would you do this? And I ask this in your name. Amen.